security is not a one arrow solves the problem space, unfortunately. You have to have multiple layers of defense. Whenever a vendor tells you that with our tool you're going to cut out the need for a SOC, not possible. And not possible because you can't, what we just described, you cannot have a tool that doesn't have a human inspecting its outcomes. It just doesn't exist. It's not a viable thing. We have so much AI, augmented intelligence, all of that built into all of the platforms we use. We have about 40 tools in our security stack, and each one of them has their own implementation of AI, and not one of them can run standalone. I have been dying for the moment where somebody creates that tool so that I can scale that much faster and not have to have as many analysts do the job. And we do a tremendous job because we put a security orchestration platform behind it to collect data and apply our knowledge, our rule sets, and other things to what they find. But ultimately, you still have to have a human inspecting every single one of the alerts, every single one of the alerts, unless it's 100% phishing email, 100% bad URL, and you're going to block it. Then you can just simply say, if you see this, go block it. And that's just an if then else. There's no real genius to that. Yeah. So yes, we use orchestration, and long before AI, we use orchestration to do a lot of that automation. And I think it's important. Now, what can AI do? It can accelerate our time to be able to do threat hunting. When we have that little thing, that little piece of dust in the cyberspace that tells us there's something wacky here, we can start using the generative AI tools to start saying, I see this dust, do any other systems have this same pattern? And be able to quickly search the data in the database, in the underlying data lake, to understand, is this pattern repeating anywhere else in my environment? And what else is connected to this pattern? What are other things that might be tied to this that are going to the web, to a known bad address or whatever? So being able to extend from that in threat hunt, if we can accelerate that, I'm not going to take out full analysts, but I will take out percentages of analysts, and I'll be able to get to threats faster. Like today, we're very proud of taking 6 months of dwell time down to 6 minutes. If I can take it down to 6 seconds, that would be pretty amazing, right? So I would love to take factors of time away from the bad actors, because the faster we can catch them, the faster we can isolate them, the less impact it's going to be to the customer, and that is entirely our mission.